Hello and welcome to another interview for the Top Experts League. This is going to be the final interview, and today we're joined by Jordan23, also known as Marco Bloch, and also Nelson, as usual, aka Masmora. Do you want to say hello, Nelson?
Yeah, hey Zach, thank you again, and thank you, Jordan, for having accepted this interview. It's a huge honor and a pleasure for us to have you here. We all know you. You are the big German master of AOC, known from all of us. And I would like to start this interview asking something about your life. I know you are going to college. You are about to start college. Can you tell us a little bit about it? What exactly are you going to do?
Yeah, of course. So first of all, hi guys. And as you said, I'm attending the college, like university in Germany, and I've been studying. I've been a student for 3 years now, and my major is business computer science, and I kind of enjoy it, and that's what I do as kind of like, yeah, as a job, like a student.
Mhm. And how old are you, if I may ask?
I'm 21.
21, okay.
I will turn 22 in December.
So you just
So not
started
too far
university,
away.
college right after you finished the school, yeah? I mean, German
Yeah, exactly.
students, they finish at 18, 19 school, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, usually 18. And yeah, if you're kind of early, just going to the college right after school finished, you kind of start the university with 18 or 19. It depends.
Okay. And we all know we have been like half a year, if I'm not mistaken, in the USA.
Yeah.
Um, was that just like you wanted to take a free year, or was it in combination with your college stuff? What exactly was it that you did there?
Well, the plan behind that was that I need a practical term, like 1 semester, to finish my major. That would be a bachelor degree.
I see.
And so I figured that I either had the possibility to stay here in Germany and do the practical training here, or I also had the possibility to go abroad. And I was kind of thinking about going abroad. I wanted to visit US. I was kind of interested in the US. I don't know. I don't really know why.
Okay, that was
And
actually the next question. Why USA and not somewhere else? But you just told it because you were interested in the country.
yeah, I guess the basketball had a big influence.
Oh, I see. So you are a basketball fan.
I'm a totally basketball fan. Yeah, like
Okay, okay. So that's why Jordan 23, 23 would be the shirt number from Michael Jordan, right?
exactly. So in the past, it was like I started to get into basketball. I really liked it, and my brother had been on basketball for like 2 more years than I did. So he was kind of into basketball, and his like idol player was like role model was Michael Jordan. And so that was the first person I really came into touch with. And
Uh-huh.
that's why I chose that name actually.
Okay. And have you played it yourself, basketball?
Yeah, I've started like 6 years ago, I think, and I still play it, and it's my definitely my favorite sport.
I see. And do you follow NBA a little bit too? Because I mean, I have lots of friends who love NBA, but for us or Europeans, the games start really late, right? So I could never really follow the games.
It's as you said, it's so tough with the time difference. Like they play maybe 5 p.m. Eastern time or 8 p.m. Western time, and that's like at least 1 or 2 a.m. for the European countries, and that's kind of tough. As
Yeah.
well, you have to get like internet access to watch the games.
Uh-huh. Yeah, of
That's
course.
kind of expensive.
Uh-huh. I see. And you have been half a year in USA. Where exactly were you there?
It was in California. It was maybe, well, like 200 kilometers of San Francisco.
Uh-huh. Okay, so did you enjoy it actually there? Was it just as
Uh,
you expected it?
Well, it was great, but I have to say it wasn't as expected because my coordinator from the university told me that the place I would go to would be way better than it actually was. So when I ended up there, it was kind of scary actually.
So
But
it
Yeah.
was a little bit of disappointment for you.
yeah, it was. But I mean, the experience was so worth it. I mean, it was really incredible, and I'm really glad that I made that step.
Okay.
Were you staying in what was the kind of accommodation you were staying in? Because I remember when I went to Miami, we stayed in some really rough motel kind of place. I'm wondering if it was similar to that.
Yeah, I actually stayed in a motel for the first 4 days because I wasn't able to get an apartment.
Oh, okay.
But at the end, I ended up in a medicine student's apartment,
Oh, right.
which was provided by the hospital, in
Wow.
which I actually worked as a computer business guy. So I was kind of lucky there.
That sounds very vague. Computer business guy.
Yeah.
You were clearly out enjoying yourself more than work over there.
Definitely.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay, and how were the prices there actually compared to German prices? I mean, when it comes to accommodation, was it very expensive?
It is extremely expensive. I mean,
Okay.
wow. Like the place I stayed in, I think that would be like 900 or $1,000 a month.
Ouch. Okay.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, that's a lot. I mean, it was cheaper for me because I don't know, I was real lucky, but the place was really good. I mean, the area was also really nice, and it was a gated community, so that gives you an extra
Yeah,
safety bonus. And
definitely.
yeah, I mean, the apartments were really great, so it was kind of expensive.
Okay.
Did you see it as a bit of a holiday as well?
No, not at all. I
No?
was so dedicated. I
That's
just
good.
wanted to dedicate myself into sports and work
Yeah.
and just have a new life for the
Yeah.
next 5.
Get away from everything back home and just have it
Yeah, exactly.
almost like fresh from the start.
Was
Exactly.
it the first time you were living alone, or do you also live alone in Germany?
Well, I live at home with my parents, but if my university is usually on, then I live in my university town called Regensburg, and it's like 140 kilometers away from my home. So
Ah, Regensburg.
usually
I know
during the
that as
week,
well.
yeah, usually I come back on the weekends, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
usually I live alone. Yeah.
So you are used to live alone, yeah? So you can do
Yeah.
you can do the laundry and stuff like that alone. That's what
Yeah,
else
that's no problem.
Okay.
I think
Alright.
one thing that we have to ask is other hobbies. Do you play football or chess?
Yeah, that's our standard question.
Yeah, because I mean, I listened to the other interviews and everyone was into soccer,
Yeah.
and I
Please
have to
tell
tell
me
you,
you are into soccer too.
no, I'm not.
Oh no.
Lie for us.
So you
No.
don't really have to play soccer to be kind of good in AOC. So
Yeah,
Okay,
of course.
So there's still hope for you, Zach. Huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
No, I'm
so-
joking. I mean, I also really bad. But okay, Jordan, is there something else you like to do besides basketball? I mean, when it comes to hobbies.
Well, actually, I would consider myself as a sport addict guy. Like, I love playing tennis, volleyball, table tennis. I like going to the gym.
Mhm.
So overall, everything which is related to sports, I'm down for it. And other than that, I like to spend time with my family, with my friends.
Yeah.
I also like to go like cooking.
Really?
some-
That's
yeah,
really
that's-
nice. Okay.
That's something I actually explored in the US.
Because you had no chance. I mean, you had to cook. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And also, it's kind of dangerous there because the food there, I have to say, it's not the best. I mean, there is a lot of junk food, and you really
Yeah.
have to be cautious about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember going to a KFC actually in America, and the chicken there was unnaturally large, and I was so ill. So I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. In the US, it's all so grand.
Yeah. Okay, Jordan, let's talk a little bit about AOC. I mean, I have to ask you this question. The big news came a few days ago that Riot, one of the participants in the Top Expert League, has just joined the Tyrant clan,
Yeah.
the same Tyrant where you and Viper are in. Of course, there have been some bad reactions, some good reactions, and some of the bad reactions were in relation to the team games, which many people said now team gaming tournaments will probably be useless because Tyrant will win them anyway.
Huh?
What is your opinion about this?
Well, I don't want to spoil anything. That's why I will only say that the AOC future is really bright right now. and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be revived. So people don't really make up your opinions yet. There is still something to come.
So what you're saying is that someone big is going to join RBK or something like that.
I won't.
I'm
spoil
assuming. I'm assuming.
Yeah, people can make up their mind.
Make all the assumptions you want.
Exactly. But
Assumptions are good. It makes everyone sort of like, oh, what's going to happen next? And
yeah.
I think everyone will be pleasantly surprised.
I totally agree. And
so do you know what is Jordan talking about, Zach?
I do.
Oh, okay. Then I'm the only one here who doesn't know. Okay. Go on, Jordan. Go on.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay.
It will kind of ruin the excitement.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think we've spoken to a lot of experts. Well, the experts we have spoken to, and they've all said that they really think, with so much that's already happened in the AOC scene, that it is just going to get better, really.
Yeah.
What with user patch and spectator mode and the tournament we're still in process of having, and obviously your own tournament as well, Nelson.
Yeah, I mean the spectator mode is so awesome. I can't even describe it.
Yeah.
Back then I started StarCraft 2. Then I kind of got into touch with spectator mode, and since that point I wanted to have it for AOZ because it's such a great feature, especially for casting and streaming tournaments. It's just awesome.
And I think people will see that in action on Sunday, I believe, with the finals of the Medieval Wars as well.
They will most likely, yeah. There is still one bug we have, and I hope they can fix it.
Okay. I also want to ask you something, Jordan. You are playing the Medieval Wars final with Viper on your side. Yeah, he's also a member of your clan. And right on the day after that, you will play a 1-versus-1 against him. Probably, probably. I don't know if it's the first game you play against him in a 1v1 tournament, but if it isn't, it has been a long time since you have played him on a tournament, 1-versus-1. Is that true?
It's been at least 9 months, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So is that something of a strange feeling for you, or it's kind of naturally that you are playing against each other?
I don't know, like I to be honest, I don't like playing against him because he just literally out counters me. He just knows me too well, and it's for me it's kind of hard. I have to change my play style to be able to win him, and that can be really competitive sometimes. So
but equally,
we'll see, but I'm looking forward to it.
Equally, you know his play styles and things very well as well, because you two obviously been practice partners for such a long time and such good friends as well. So I think it should give us some really interesting games to see actually the outcome of it, because just the way I envision it, it's going to be quite long games. Do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm really excited what maps he will pick.
Yeah.
But
you don't know them. You don't know which maps he will pick, I suppose. Or do you already know?
I don't. But I'm preparing for everything.
Okay.
Well,
if you had to guess, which maps do you think you would pick?
I can't say that now.
Okay.
Because then he's not going to pick those maps, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, okay, then you can pour 3 maps already out if you say them here. It could be good.
Just list all the maps in the map pool and then...
Yeah, exactly. One of that would be.
Okay. And I also want to ask you something. You have been, when you were in the USA, you didn't play any AOC at all, right?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay. Then you came back, and I mean, after 1-2 weeks, you were already beating everyone. You had like this crazy streak. I don't know how many games you won without losing any of them.
Yeah.
Does this process came naturally to you? You just felt like you hadn't forgotten anything, or how can you explain this? That you were so fast in shape again.
Well, I don't know. Like in the past, I played a lot, and in my opinion, if you reach a certain level, you don't lose any information on that. Everything like the only thing you lose is speed, but that's so easy to regain, so you don't lose any knowledge.
Okay, so you mean getting back to this level is much more of a how should I say it, of a mind stuff. I mean, it has to
Yeah,
do with your mind much more than when you're with your speed.
definitely. Like I know so many people who take a break and then they have like the attitude of saying, "Okay, it's okay if I lose because I've been on a break for such a long time. Everyone would lose now." And I just get into the game and I'm like, I'm just not able to lose. I have to win, and I have to play as fast as possible. And I think the mindset is really important. Like you sometimes really can read in the forums people saying, "Oh, that guy hasn't been playing for 2 weeks. He's rusty." And
Yeah.
always, if I read that, I mean, that's just excuses in my opinion.
I think you've got a really good attitude towards the game and yourself and pushing yourself. I think that's probably one of the things that have helped you to become so good at AOC, that you're constantly setting the bar higher.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't like making excuses. It's just, I don't know. It would make it too easy. I think the game is still like developing. You can still improve, and I'm just trying to tweak everything.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, I think we have to come slowly to an end, Zach.
Okay, I have one more question before we do end.
Yeah, please do.
I'd like to ask Jordan, who do you think, of all the people who you've met in AOE, who's been your sort of biggest mentor or the person who's helped you to improve the most?
There are, like, I would mention two people. At the beginning, it was Praise. I don't know if you guys know him.
I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't playing for a while, but yeah, the second player would be Cup. He's like the AOZ god, I would say, and he has a great knowledge, and
Yeah.
he shares the stuff with like all tyrants. So
do you think
kind of-
Riot is going to see big improvements through that, or do you think that maybe Riot already knows what Cab might have to say?
Well, Riot is kind of like he will explode. So
Okay.
my strategy is to play him as fast as possible. So I
That's
maybe
exciting.
can get some
That's really
reps.
exciting.
Yeah, no, but Riot and Viper are definitely top shape, so will be really hard.
So are you, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I am, but well, we'll see.
Okay.
Okay, well, anyway, thank you very much for agreeing to do an interview with us. And, well, good luck in the Top Experts League.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jordan. And thank you too, Zach, for having hosted with me this series of 4 interviews. This was our last interview. And I have good news for you. The first games have been scheduled already. As you have heard already, Jordan will be playing Viper on Monday at 10:30 GMT. This is a game which will be streamed on the Vobly Twitch channel. So do tune in for these amazing games. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm sure we will have great and amazing games. So once again, thank you all, and I hope I see you on Monday.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
See you later.